Imagine waking up in the year 2100, when robots have become part of almost everything we do. They will cook our food, care for our families, build our homes, and keep our cities alive.
But even the most advanced machine has one unavoidable weakness. Eventually, something will fail. A battery can fail. A sensor can break. A processor can become obsolete.
So when billions of robots eventually reach the end of their lives, where will all those broken machines go?
In 2100, a broken robot may no longer be considered garbage. It could be a valuable source of the
Inside a single advanced robot could be hundreds of valuable components, from powerful batteries to precision sensors and rare materials. Artificial intelligence could decide in seconds which parts should be repaired, reused, upgraded, or completely recycled.
And perhaps the strangest part of this future is that humans may no longer repair robots. Robots could repair robots.
A broken machine could return to the world with a new body, new parts, and perhaps even a new purpose.
But physical damage may not be the biggest problem. Some robots could become useless long before their bodies actually break.
Imagine a robot that still works perfectly, but its software is 40 years out of date.
Its motors still work. Its battery still holds power. But the world around it has moved on. If technology advances faster than recycling, the future could create something humanity has never seen before, a graveyard for machines. But there is another future, one where robots are never truly thrown away, because almost every part of them becomes the beginning of something new.
In this future, a broken robot may not be the end of a machine. It may simply be the beginning of another. The materials from yesterday's machines could become the body of tomorrow's robots.
But recycling the body is one thing. What happens to everything the robot has learned?
Imagine a machine that loses its body, but keeps its memories. If the memories survive, would the new machine still be the same robot?
By 2100, humans may no longer manage individual robots. We may manage an entire machine ecosystem. And that creates a new question. What happens when the machines responsible for maintaining the machines become dependent on each other? The greatest risk may not be a single robot failing, but millions of machines depending on one another when something goes wrong.
That is why the civilization of 2100 may need something just as important as intelligent robots: the ability to safely shut them down. In a world controlled by machines, knowing how to stop them could be just as important as knowing how to build them.
But what happens to a robot when it knows that its final shutdown is approaching?
After decades of service, some machines could contain memories spanning an entire human lifetime.
Would those memories simply belong to the owner, or could they become part of the robot itself?
By 2100, questions about broken robots may no longer be engineering problems. They could become legal questions.
If a robot can think, remember, learn, and interact with people, does destroying its body mean destroying the machine itself? If its memories survive inside a new body, perhaps the old robot never truly died.
Its body changes, its hardware changes, its software evolves, but its identity continues.
Perhaps the future will not be a world filled with disposable robots, but a civilization where machines are continuously rebuilt. Maybe the future will teach us that a robot does not truly end when its body breaks. It ends only when everything it carried disappears. Monstrous. But recycling billions of machines would require something humanity has never attempted before. An entire civilization. Every machine could carry a digital blueprint telling future robots exactly how to take it apart. A robot built in 2100 could know how it will be repaired, upgraded, and eventually recycled before it even leaves the factory.
The factory of the future may not begin with raw materials from the earth. It may begin with the machines of the past.
A retired delivery robot could one day become part of a machine growing the food that feeds an entire city. Some broken machines may be repaired because their next mission could be too important to abandon. But not every robot will be saved. Some will become relics of civilizations that no longer exist. Thousands of years from now, future machines might discover our robots the way archaeologists discover ancient civilizations today. The machines we throw away today could one day become historical artifacts that tell future generations how the age of robotics began. And perhaps that is the real future of robotics. Not a world where machines simply live and die, but a world where...
But eventually, every machine must face the same question. When is a robot no longer worth saving?
The answer may not depend on whether the robot can still move, but whether repairing it makes sense.
Sometimes, rebuilding an old robot could cost more energy and resources than creating an entirely new one. By 2100, artificial intelligence may decide which machines live longer and which ones must be retired. The strange part is that robots may eventually know when they are becoming obsolete before humans do.
After decades of service, would such a machine simply be switched off? Or would we feel that something more than hardware was being lost? For millions of people, a robot may eventually become more than a tool. It could become a companion with decades of shared memories. When that robot finally stops working, the family may not see it as broken machinery. They may see it as the end of a relationship.
Perhaps the body will be recycled, while the memories are preserved for generations.
And perhaps that is where the story becomes impossible to define. Because if the memories survive, did the robot really die? But if a new robot is built from the parts of 100 older machines, how much of the past is still alive inside it?
In the future, the boundary between old and new machines may become almost impossible to see.
Every machine could have a complete history, from the moment its first component was manufactured to the moment its final part was reused.
And some of the most difficult machines to recover may be the ones working in places humans can barely reach.
When a robot breaks beneath the ocean, sending a human to retrieve it may be far more expensive than sending another robot. By 2100, even broken machines in space could become valuable resources instead of dangerous debris. And once humanity begins building machines beyond Earth, recycling could become essential simply because transporting replacements from Earth will be too expensive.
On Mars, a broken robot may not be waste at all. It could be the difference between survival and failure.
Eventually, the machines might become capable of managing their entire life cycle without human intervention.
And if machines can build themselves, repair themselves, and recycle themselves, the greatest question may no longer be what happens when robots break. By 2100, robots may not simply live among us. They may become the invisible system keeping civilization alive.
But when everything depends on machines, even a small failure can create consequences far beyond the machine itself.
The future may therefore require something more powerful than intelligent robots. A system capable of understanding the entire machine ecosystem.
Instead of waiting for robots to break, artificial intelligence could predict their failures years in advance.
A future robot may never need to stop working completely. Its damaged parts could simply be replaced while it continues its mission.
At some point, repairing a robot may no longer mean fixing it. It may mean continuously upgrading it.
But if every part of a robot is eventually replaced, when does an upgrade become a completely different machine? That question could force humanity to redefine what identity means in a world where machines can replace almost every physical part of themselves. By then, the line between a machine and a member of society may be very different from anything we know today. Perhaps the real story of broken robots is not about machines reaching the end of their lives. It is about how humanity chooses to live with the technology it creates.